What is going on, internet? My name is TheCritMagnet. Today I'm bringing you guys yet again another Pokemon Showdown live in the ORAS OU tier, since Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire has not yet been released as an official tier. So we're gonna keep on doing this, and this time we're gonna be using a Trick Room team built around Mega-Camerupt. Now, before we get into that, of course, make sure to hit that like button, show some support for the series, and let me know in the comment section below what Mega Pokemon you would like for me to do next. So, of course, we'll shoot for the usual 50 likes. It really does support the channel. Let me know that you guys are enjoying this, and I will do my best to bring you guys some pretty good battles. So, with that said, let's hop right into the first Pokemon. We got ourselves a Mega-Camerupt with Camerupt type, of course. Let me just click on the mod. With Fire Blast, Earth Power, Rock Slide, and Stealth Rock. Now, the reason why I'm running Rock Slide over Flash Cannon is because, well, I do have a Magnezone on my team with Steel coverage on its own, so I don't really need me in that regard, and Rock Slide is there to be able to take care of all those, the Fire Flying types, you know, like Talonflame, Charizard, I guess in this case, and Earth Power can smack Zardex once it megas. And then I have Stealth Rock as my final move, because if I can force a switch in, I can get up my rocks and place bits. So, and then we have our spread really quick: 252 HP, 32 attack, and I have it at 420 attack because, well, you know, yeah. Next up, we have ourselves Dr. Fetus, our first Trick Room setter upper, physically defensive Uniclus with the Life Orb and the Magic Guard. So yeah. Magic Guard cancels out the Life Orb recoil, which is pretty nice. I might run Leftovers just because I am running this as one of my defensive mons, and one of my Trick Room setter uppers. So, and like I said, it's a Calm Mind set with Trick Room, Psyshock, Recover, and Calm Mind. I mean, Trick Room, typically you wouldn't usually have Trick Room on the Calm Mind set, but I felt like I don't really need another move because I do have a Trapper in the future that will be presented. Next up, we have ourselves 50 Jellicent, our Jellicent with the lefties. Water Absorb is there. This is meant to be like my main, like, Keldeo sort of, completely just stops Keldeo, essentially, because my team was looking like it needed it, and after I built it. So it has the Willow, Trick Room, of course, because it is my second Trick Room on, Pain Split, and Scald. So I might actually run Recover, to be honest, because this was Copper Gregus before, and then Scald, of course, because burns. Then next up, we have ourselves Shit Magnets, our Magnezone Assault Vest, because I did need a nice Spit-F Mon that could switch into Latiosi's pretty cleanly, with Volt Switch, T-Bolt, HP Fire, and the Flash Cannon. So, and also what it helps with too is because since I do only have Psyshock on Uniclus, and you know, like Ferrothorn, Skarmories, all those things, they resist it. So I have Magnezone there to be able to trap them, provide good sorts of special defense, bulk against stuff like Latios's, the Latis, and then with T-Bolt, Volt Switch, HP Fire, and Flash Cannon, standard moveset. I don't know why you would run anything else. So. And next up, we have ourselves Gus, our Amoonguss, with the Regenerator, because it has that nice little self-regen with Spore, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, and Synthesis. And as for the last thing, here, let's actually make this minus speed. Yeah, there we go. There we go. But yeah, I really just needed something for Azumarill at this point in time, because this is not physically defensive. It gets popped by... Not really popped by physical attacks, but it doesn't appreciate taking them. So I have Amoonguss there to be able to handle this, and he functions really nicely typing wise with the rest of the team so far. You know, like his psychic weakness, like he can switch on this guy. Fire weakness can be handled by Camille and 50 Jellicent. He just really brings a lot to the table for the team, and he does have that fast Spore, I guess you could say, if it is during the Trick Room. So. That is that. Synthesis might get replaced with Foul Play. I'm not sure how it's been working out fine, but I'm just been wondering, you know. And then lastly, I need a physical mon because I realized that all of this stuff was basically special. I mean, technically Dr. Fetus isn't because physical damage, but I needed just a complete hard-hitting monster and something to handle Chansey as well. So I do have Conkeldurr with Drain Punch, Knockoff, Ice Punch, and Mach Punch. Mach Punch is there just in case I am not in Trick Room and I need to revenge kill something. I can go into Conkeldurr, and that will be the day. Well, that will be that. Yeah, that's the team, and that was a terrible explanation, but I'll be seeing you guys once I finally get a battle. Alright guys, and we are back, and we have a battle against a pretty clean looking team right here. He has the Heatran, the Lando T, and the Latias Mega-Camerupt. Yeah, you already know, bro. Things I need to get rid of before Mega-Camerupt can do any work is, of course, this Rotomosh. Latias is also a problem, but if I can weaken it, it can be handled. I have Fire Blast, right? Yes. Lando T can get clapped in Trick Room. This can get clapped in Trick Room. This can get clapped in Trick Room. So, and of course, Beedrill is, I can just flick it and it dies. So I need to get rid of the Rotom and the Latias. That is my plan. So, with that said, as for my lead, I will go with, Amoonguss doesn't seem like a half bad lead, to be honest. I could possibly... I really wish I had AV on that guy. We're going to lead off with Amoonguss. He leads off with his Lando T, so that does mean I will be able to put something to sleep. So, that's going to be nice. If he can switch into something stupid like his Latias, that'd be pretty cool. Because I want to be able to put that thing to sleep. And then start whacking stuff. So he U-turns on out. Good play on his part, because he wouldn't have been able to touch me anyway. Goes out into his Heatran, so that's not bad. I'll take that. So... Of course, what I will do here is I do get a free turn to do what I want if he decides to stay in. So I'm going to go into Conkeldurr, and here he's going to have to switch out, so I'm going to go into this guy. He stays in, so what I am going to be able to do here is go for the knockoff on whatever he wants to bring in. If he wants to, hopefully he brings in something stupid like the Latias. Okay, he brings in the Gengar, so it's Sash. There we go. I was so excited there. That's fine. I can't revenge kill it. You can go into Magnezone. Magnezone handles this relatively well. So, I mean, like, at least we got it down to its Sash. I mean, you can't complain about that. So, let's go into the Magnezone. It goes for the... Stop. Go away. I don't want to do this. Fuck. Huh. How do I avoid losing my Mons? Looking at his team though, I really don't need this, but it would be nice for the Beedrill, so I'm gonna keep it. We're gonna see what he decides to do. He goes for the Focus Blast. That's cool. And I'm gonna go for the Willow on the off chance that he's stupid and decides to Destiny Bond. Please Destiny Bond. That'd be cool. Come on, buddy. All the cool kids Destiny Bond. But yeah, looking at the time, why am I checking the time after 2 minutes? But I feel like it's gonna be possibly, I'll try to get it around 20 minutes. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, mate. Nice and dead. Okay, so I'm quite certain Beedrill gets knockoff, I'd like to say. I mean, a lot of things do get knockoff, and he brings it in. Tells me he is in fact a knockoff. I do resist both of his stabs with Camerupt, so that doesn't seem... But he has Drill Run. That's not a good idea. He has Drill Run on Magnezone. Let's go to Amoonguss. Pulls a double into Heatran. Good play on his part. I'm going to go into Conkeldurr. And of course, he is kind of my dedicated lead. If he gets like a burn or something accidentally, that'd actually be quite nice. But we're going to go into the Conkeldurr. And it's quite an obvious switch in, but I do have stuff I can make plays with. Can you get a burn friend? That does too much. That does too much. Does too much. Go away. Let's go into Jellicent. Let's get up our Trick Room. Oh, ouch. I need a freaking Assault Vest on this thing, man. Screw this. Why am I running this? There you go. I know, it's pretty cancerous running two Assault Vest users on the same team, but I might make Magnezone into a Specs build later on, or whatever. Not a build, but I just have to change its freaking item. I'll go for Trick Room here. He gets up his rocks. That's perfectly fine with me, because now... we go into the Base God. Do we go into the Base God? We go into the Base God. Nice. Now we get the Earth Power is way too obvious. So, what I am gonna do, I'm just gonna get out my rocks. Doesn't seem like too big of a deal to me. And we're gonna force the switch in here. Goes for Protect, which is quite a questionable play on his part. Hold up, I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back, and we killed him off with the Earth Power. Really questionable, but I guess, then again, no, it was stupid. Why did he stay in? Well, that's two things gone so far. He brings in his Lando T, question mark? I'm just gonna click Fire Blast, and I'm pretty sure this kills, if it lands. Landing is a pretty crucial part when it comes to killing things, and it's not something some of my Pokemon tend to master at times. So we're just gonna click Fire Blast, and that should kill it. Ah, yes, Mega-Camerupt, you're a boss. And looking at this, we've killed 3 of his Mons. This is, I mean, honestly, this battle has been a little bit subpar, as a little bit less par than I'd like it to be. But he's making some questionable plays. Here he has to go for the freaking Hydro Pump. I don't really, I mean, Amogus would be nice for the V-Drill, so I'm going to keep it. And I am at enough health with Camerupt where I could most likely live a drill run from it. He goes for the Volt Switch. It's a little bit of that's a risky play on his part, like. But then again, it is the right play. Goes into the B-Drill, and he's going to start racking up some nice little Stealth Rock damage. And what I can do here is I just get a free switch into Amogus, and that drill run did booty damage. So once again, I will be able to Spore it, and this thing is not very bulky at all, so I wouldn't be surprised if I would be able to kill it off with 2 Sludge Bombs. So yeah. And if he switches out, that's even better, because that means I get switch initiative later on. Alright, so put that man to sleep. And now... This thing's a threat. Could go into Magnets if you want to. I'm just gonna click Sludge Bomb. Yeah, that did nothing, actually. Well, hello. I'll click Synthesis. Oh, no, he woke up. Nope, didn't kill. Get wrecked. Nice. Nice. So we're gonna get our Synthesis off. I need to learn how to say Synthesis, man. Like, come on. Like, it's been 1,000 plus subscribers so far. Almost 1,200. So we're gonna get our Synthesis off, and we'll go into Mag and click. I'll most likely click Thunderbolt, because the switch into his Rotom is quite obvious. Let's go into Magnets. Hits us with a Psyshock. Does not make too much of a difference. He is the lefty's build, so I'm going to click Thunderbolt. He has nothing to kill us with. Oh, he has HP Fire. Hello. Well then, hello. Yeah, it's cool, friend. Going to Dr. Fetus. Go for our Trick Room, and we'll start setting up on this man. I might even just speed this up depending on how long he makes his moves, because I am just using Calm Mind repeatedly. I am definitely going to be grabbing a battle after this, of course, because this has not been the highest of caliber. Alright, he goes for this Defog. That doesn't matter to me, bro, because I can just do this and start Calm Minding in your face, because until this Trick Room dies, you're not going to be able to do much to me. Alright, goes for his Draco. Nice and yum. And keep going for those Calm Minds. Yeah, we basically win at this point. Nice and 6-0. So, I just gotta make sure I have my Trick Room up when his B-Drill comes in. Goes for another one. Please don't crit me, bro. I'll go for my Recover here, so I really don't want to mess with those critical hits. Alright, goes into his Rotom. And I will go for... Oh, there's not much I can do about it. He's gonna, either way, get us switch into his B-Drill. So I'm just gonna go for Psyshock, do some good damage. He actually stays in, not the agreed play, because that means I just get more Trick Room, bro. I was expecting him to Volt Switch on out, which would have been his best play, because, well, actually not really, because there's not much he could have done. Because, I mean, like, I was thinking along the lines of, oh, he could Volt Switch out on my Calm Mind and get a free switch in the B-Drill as it runs out. But, as you can see, I went for Psyshock, so that would have not been a good play. So here he goes for his Volt Switch, gets a nice little critical hit. I really don't care, bruh. So, see what he does. He goes into his Latias. That means we're gonna get our Trick Room back up. Dude, Reuniclus is a freaking monster. There are some flaws to this team, like I don't have any ground immunities in a tier filled with offensive ground types or ground type attacks, but overall it's been surviving pretty well just by the fact that I have just enough defensively bulky mons on its own. So yeah, we're just keep on setting up, and probably gonna get to +6. So yeah. Alright, and we are back, and yeah, I probably would have just like sped that up or something for you guys, but as you can see, Reuniclus is a fucking monster. But yeah, nice and points, and he forfeited at the end, so yeah, with that said, we are gonna be getting ourselves another battle, because that is not enough. We demand the highest caliber of stuff, and he has a ditto. Hello, ditto. He has a Mega Gallade though, that's kinda cool. He has this nice little Magnezone of his own, so we need to be careful with that. Greninja, we can handle with our own Magnezone, that kind of thing. Not so much our Gelatin. Greninja does have quite a bit of fun with this team. Even if he's packing the extra sensory, then Ronald would be having a tough time as well. But overall, I feel like we can take this on pretty well. So, I really don't need rocks up that badly, but I feel like if he's going to be leading off with anything, he's going to be expecting the Camerupt, so he's going to lead off with this Greninja. So, with that said, we're going to lead off with our Ronald, and he does lead off with it, so that's fantastic. So I could go for knockoff here and knock off his orb. He might have, which is probably my best play, because if he does have the extra sensory, then he's staying in. So I'm going to go for my knockoff and see what he decides to do from there. Goes into Gallade, gets the justified boost. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hello. Alright, well, Reuniclus, however, resists both of his stabs. I am defensive, so that should not be doing too much damage. Alright, cool. And here we're going to take the advantage to get up our Trick Room. So this is looking pretty nice the first couple turns. My leg is asleep. I really got to stop recording when I'm asleep, when I'm on the floor. Goes for a Swords Dance. He's a daredevil. Let's go for the Calm Mind. Ah, Shadow Sneak. That's right, that did not do enough. Alright, what wants to take a Shadow Sneak? Nothing does. Fuck. However, he's gonna go for it again. So what that means is we can go into Among Us, take a Shadow Sneak, right? We can take a Shadow Sneak. Yeah, we can take a Shadow Sneak. I believe in you. I believe. Well, oh, you're trying to predict. Woo, fancy. Wish I could predict. Alright, so we're just gonna go for the Spore. I don't care if he goes into Ditto and decides to go in and become an Amoonguss, but it's whatever, man. And he does decide to do it, which is perfectly fine with me, because he is scarfed, so I'm just honestly gonna stay in. I do not really care about what he has to do to me. He might try to go for a Spore or whatever, expecting us to switch. He actually goes for the Sludge Bomb. So what that does mean is that I will get a nice crisp free switch into my Camerupt. That's what. Okay, he doubles. That's cool. And either way, he can't touch us with Magnezone. So now we go into the threat. Well, not we don't go into the threat. We become the threat. Let's hit him with a Fire Blast really quick. Yay! Alright, so he goes into Latias. I expected that, but I really just wanted my Mega off. That does some... Dang! Dude, Camille, you are spooky. Oh gosh, Reuniclus is at so low health. I don't like that. Let's go to Magnezone. And he goes, go for that. I don't see him staying in, man, so what I am going to do is I'm just going to Volt Switch on out of her. And if he wants to become a Magnezone, that's cool with me, I guess. Which he does decide to do. So that's neat, friend. So nice. We're gonna have this nice little same confrontation. I'm gonna go for another Fire Blast. So this is looking pretty spiffy right now. So hit him with that Fire Blast, buddy. Actually stays in, goes for his Flash Cannon. We land the Fire Blast, and that is gonna be a dead. Wait, no, that was the Ditto, right? I'm confused. I'm pretty sure that was... No, that's his actual Magnezone. But yeah. What do you want to go for, friend? I feel like I could do good damage to you if I wanted to. Dr. Fetus. I'm sorry, buddy. I think we're going to have to sack off Dr. Fetus, as sad as it is. Which he does not kill, so that's... nice. But yeah, alright, so we can go for that. I don't care, bruh. I don't care, bruh. And here, we lost our main switch for this guy. Fuck. Well. Oh boy. Can you live a hit and go? Let's go for our Willow, nice and quick. But yeah, I feel like we still got this. He goes into his Latias, which is not bad. I don't care because I am Spadef, and I will be getting some nice residuals off on this guy, so I will take that. Nice. And what do I really have anything I want to go into is the question. I kind of want to go into Keldor. I need this thing at low health. Alright, see what he decides to do. I'm gonna go into my ditto. I am well, not my ditto, but my Magnezone. And here I will go for my Flash Cannon. I have no reason to go for Volt Switch right now because I could predict. You know what? Let's predict. Why do I try? Let's go for Volt Switch now. God darn it. Gosh darn it. But yeah. I wanted to be cool. He's gonna stall out the... I guess he's just gonna try and stall out the Trick Room, which I guess is a good play. Which he's... Alright, he stayed in. Alright, so he did his thing. That's cool. Now I'm gonna Volt Switch because he's gonna attempt to trap me with the Ditto once again. So yeah, that is a thing. So he has no reason to stay in, of course. You're not gonna catch me with that. Like, bro, I'm not falling for that, though. And go back into Camille and start whacking him with Fire Blast once again. I really need to get my rocks up, but once I get our Trick Room up, I feel like I can win. He goes back into his Latias. We land a Fire Blast. That does some good damage. Good damage. Good job, Camille. You are the MVP. So going to Jellicent now. I'm gonna get out my Trick Room as he's gonna try and I'm gonna see if he's gonna try and spam Roost once again. So we're gonna try and get him in that sort of flow. So yeah, that's the plan. And once I do that, I just need to get Greninja weakened because I feel like, I don't know, how much does Earth Power do to a Greninja? That is a good question. So he goes for his little Draco. I am Spadef, so now I'm gonna go into Conkeldurr because I feel like I can just start putting in some work, bro. You know. So see what he decides to do. Goes into the Greninja, which means that I will be getting off a nice crisp Drain Punch off on this man. Unless he has Shadow Sneak on this thing for whatever reason. Alright, so he goes into his Ditto, and the best he can do here is get up Mach. Can I kill with Drain Punch? I think I can, so we'll do that. We'll go for that Mach Punch. And this is working out quite nicely. There you go. Nice Ronald putting in work, buddy. And now let's see what he decides to go into. I feel like he'd probably be going into the Gallade. He goes into the Latias. Okay, Latias. There you go. We're gonna whack him with a knockoff because I feel like this will be doing enough damage. Ah, nice and dead. If anything, I would have gone to the Gallade because, I mean, he resists my stab. Well, now he goes into the Gallade, so that's a problem. Camerupt, you can take one. You can't take a Psycho Cut, bro. I'm sorry. I need Trick Room up, so this needs to be preserved. Magnezone can get bopped by a thing. I'm gonna go into Magnezone, predicting the Psycho Cut. There you go. And then I'm gonna go into Gus, predicting him to go for the Drain Punch. So, and hopefully with that amount of HP, I will be able to live one Psycho Cut. Because I know it is super effective, but like this really is the best I can do. There you go. Nice and neat. There you go. Get her health back. And yeah, there we go. Now we go for a Sport. Ah, nice and lived. And here we can get a switch into Camille. And Camille can start hitting some stuff with Fire Blast. So yeah, this has turned out pretty nicely. And hold up, I think someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Alright, and we are back, and he has his Greninja out, so here what I feel like what I'm going to do is just probably sack off Gus, because Gus has essentially done as much as he can. Why did I go out of this? It's right, I need to set up the Trick Room, so I can live one, not with a crit. God dang it. Alright, Conkeldurr. Alright, well now he's stuck into Dark Pulse, so we can't just whack him with a Mach Punch. That does not do enough, bro. Goes for the Gunk Shot. Okay, well done. I thought that would have been enough, but oh well. What can you do, man? What can you do? And looking at that though, I mean, with that Mach Punch damage, that was super effective. This isn't very effective. I think it might be a roll that I could do it, maybe. I don't know. Let's go for knock. Go for knock. If we did get the poison, that would actually be quite nice, because what that means is that I would be able to do more damage to this, and this will obviously outspeed me, since I am a Conkeldurr. So I'm just gonna go for my Mach Punch, get as much damage as I possibly can. So get some pretty crisp damage. He goes for his Outrage, which means I will be able to go into my Magnet Zone, and I will be able to click out my Flash Cannon, and that is going to be a GG. So GG, man. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I think that's going to be doing it for today's session. That goes to around 25-ish minutes, so quite a bit. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like button if you did, and let me know in the comment section below what Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Mega you would like for me to do next. So, and of course, see if we can hit for around those usual 50 likes. It really does mean a lot for the channel. I've said this several times. So you guys are awesome. Stay awesome. And until next time, guys, I'm the Crit Magnet, and I am signing off.